Hey guys, Silence here. Welcome back to another episode of BeyCAST, where we talk everything about Beyblade. As you can tell from my tone, I'm actually not really happy about the situation, but things might get better as things progress on. Hopefully my speculations might be right. So first things first, let's talk about what the official company that handles Beyblade X in Singapore has mentioned in their update post. So if you guys are not following the official Facebook group on Facebook, please do so. I'll leave a link in the description down below. This is where you can get official Beyblade information for those of us who are in Singapore. Alright, for those of you who are outside of Singapore and still want to keep a know-how about what's going on in other countries and their Beyblade scenes, well, you can give them a follow, I guess. But preferably it would be better for mostly Singaporeans and Malaysians, those who are living here and are able to participate in our G1s itself. So first things first, let's talk about the actual missing product from the product lineup that is supposedly to be sold at G1s in other countries, especially since we managed to see the G1 in Taiwan getting the products sold there. So first things first, we are getting the black and green transparent grip like what Japan is selling. They sold it at their G1, the second G1, and of course their I think some G2 events they also sold it off, and of course the Koro Festival event they also sold it off together with the black Cobalt Dragoon variation that was supposedly exclusive just for Koro Festival event, but later on got announced that it would be sold at the singular B4 store location for Toys R Us and Babies R Us. So unfortunately for us in Malaysia and in Singapore, we did not get the black Cobalt Dragoon variation being sold for our G1 event, but that doesn't mean it's the end of it. We might get it as a B4 store exclusive, but how many quantities I do not know, and even so, this information, take it as a pinch of salt because it's not confirmed and I am not staff under Qingtai Toys. So it's just my speculation as a Beyblader who is very passionate about the products. Yeah, just take it with a pinch of salt. But from how Japan is trying to sell this exclusive Beyblade, we should be getting it in the future, maybe because we've seen Taiwan have it already and it does come with the Asia sticker, so it's likely coming to Singapore and Malaysia later on. Unfortunate for us, we are not getting it at this current G1. Alright, so let's talk about the main reason why we are not getting it. Probably something to do with Takara Tomy maybe not having enough stocks for Malaysia and Singapore, considering that we are the other countries, especially there's also Philippines, Indonesia, and all the other countries under the Asia category of Beyblade countries. Yeah, so for those countries that were involved with the Malaysia Championship, these are definitely countries that technically should have all these products sold later on as well. So like I said, take it with a pinch of salt. So I'm guessing that probably Takara Tomy didn't have enough production quantities for the black Cobalt Dragoon version, especially since they are going to retail it in Japan as well. So they are trying to keep a certain amount of stocks for Japan. At the same time, maybe the Asia side countries who are not getting it yet are getting it for the later batch. And hopefully I'm finger crossing here, these are the launches without the effects. So for those of you who know what is happening on with Cobalt Dragoon in our countries, the launches, basically all the countries that had Cobalt Dragoon, especially the original version, the blue launcher version, all the launchers had defects with them. So they actually intended to recall the whole production line and then redo the whole line, but I guess it was financially difficult to do so. So they decided maybe we'll make the Black Cobalt Dragoon version, the one that replaces the regular blue version, with the proper launcher. So that's my speculation. So I'm guessing that we are getting it a bit later. So hold your horses, don't be a bit too patient. Be kind to the people who are under the companies that's doing Beyblade X for each country. Please don't pressurize them. We might get it later on. So that's just my speculation. Anyways, one of the things that we need to talk about is the launch of certain Beyblade products that are supposedly earlier for us in our countries. So in Malaysia, they actually got to sell Silver Wolf at their G1 event. So usually in Asia, we are getting our products at least 2 to 3 weeks after Japan's launch. So technically, this is an early release for Malaysia. In Singapore, we are probably getting our Silver Wolf and the Double Extreme Stadium about the same regular timing as what we would normally wait for, which is 2 to 3 weeks. So at our G1 is on the 2nd and 3rd of November, which is technically the launch period of the 3 new products, which is the Samurai Saber, the customized set unique, and of course the last thing that we have not talked about on our channel yet, which is the Crimson Garuda. So these 3 products are likely to come out in our G1. And how do I kind of know that? Is because in one of our information for our G1 tournaments, we got the 3-player tournament info where the prize is a customized set unique line. So definitely with that information, we can speculate that most likely all 3 products are going to end up at our G1 at the exact launch date of Japan, or even slightly earlier. So considering that our G1's final day is the launch day of these 3 products in Japan, I think we might get it earlier than Japan. Maybe, I don't know, considering that our G1 period is like from the 28th of October to the 2nd or 3rd of November. So it's just a speculation. I don't know if they will actually keep the stocks until the very last day of the G1, which is kind of sad for me. I'll tell you why later on in this video. Anyways, so yeah, that's just a speculation. I'll leave the official company to go and update you guys on whether it's being sold or not, because we have not gotten the information yet. So if you guys are from Singapore and you want to keep up to date, follow their Facebook group. I'll leave the link in the description down below, because they are updating all official information on that Beyblade group right now. So yeah, make sure you give them a follow, you know, make sure you keep yourself updated to the chat, to the Beyblade scene in Singapore. And of course, if you like all this information that I'm sharing with you, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and of course ring the bell notification icon for, you know, not missing out any information that I release here on the channel. Alright, so let's talk about the unique thing about this G1 in Singapore right now. So this is our second G1 in Singapore, and it's the first G1 in Singapore that we have an entry fee. So basically, in order to participate for the G1, you have to purchase $20 worth of items in a single receipt. So it doesn't stack. So if you buy maybe $60 worth of items in that one single receipt, it still only grants you 1 entry for G1, but of course pending on available slots. So for myself, unfortunately, I have not registered for myself because I don't have enough annual leave from my job to participate in G1, and I'm currently praying very hard that I'm able to swap my shifts for the weekends with my colleagues to try and attend G1, but the situation is very dire because that weekend where G1 is happening, it is Deepavali. So if you guys do not know what Deepavali is actually a public holiday for the Indians to celebrate their religion and beliefs and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be extremely hard to find somebody to exchange a shift for that weekend, because Indian colleagues who are celebrating Deepavali are going to want to take their off, or have already gotten their off approved and all that kind of stuff. So it's gonna be very, very difficult. So it's likely, yes, you won't see me participate in this particular G1, but I will still try to come down on the weekdays and the Saturday that I managed to swap off with a colleague. So yeah, you will see me there, but you probably won't see me play. I could try to attend the G1s that are happening at the G3 event during that week, but aside from that, unfortunately, I won't be participating in G1. Likely higher, very, very likely. I think it's kind of like a 90% chance I won't be participating. So it's kind of sad. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys there. If you guys are attending, if you're coming down on the weekdays, you can play with me some Beyblade, you know, and talk to me, that kind of stuff. But yeah, unfortunately this time around, I would probably not have the chance to represent Singapore if I do win G1 or even get the chance to play. That's the thing. Yeah, that's kind of downer, but anyways, what to do, life goes on. I'll try next year then. Anyways, yeah, so the other thing I need to talk about, which is to apologize for misinformation on the Instagram story that my channel has put out, which I kind of said that the Beyblade X app is updating for something changing in the Japanese version of the app. Actually, it's the Asia site that's changing. I completely forgot that aside from Japan having to remove their black house chain and, you know, maybe updating new info for the 3 new products that's coming up later on, the Asia side is also removing the Go Beyblades and Cobalt Drake. So as of today, this morning when the update was done, we are finally able to kind of pull Aero Pegasus and Hell's Chain Black Metal Cope version. So I'm gonna open up my app here and I'm just gonna show you. So technically, yeah, so there we go. So we have Aero Pegasus and Hell's Chain Black variation already, and yes, you can see I've got about 14 tries right now. This is not the total amount of points that I have. I still have like Bay product codes lying around the house that I have yet to find time to pull. So yeah, good luck guys for those of you who are trying to get Aero Pegasus. This thing is not easy to attain. Of course, your luck that you had maybe with Cobalt Drake may not be there anymore for Aero Pegasus, and for those of you who are very unlucky with Cobalt Drake, maybe your luck is there for Aero Pegasus. Let's see how it goes. I mean, this is all RNG. It's a full gacha game with no what do you call it? No PT pools, as any gacha gamer out there will probably know. So anyway, guys, that's my apology. I mean, I'm not exactly wrong entirely, but you know, it also affected the Asia side, and I apologize for all the notification sounds that's coming in. I completely forgot to mute my computer, but yeah. Anyways, so that's pretty much it about what we have to talk about today. What do you guys think of all the information that's going around? Do you think we'll be getting the Black Cobalt Dragoon version later on in our B4 store sales? How many pieces do you think we might have? You know, maybe it's 1 per person. I don't know. Really depends on Takara Tomy and how much they mass produce for the rest of the world. But either way, I hope I do not have to end up buying from Japan the Black Cobalt Dragoon version, although technically having them sell at the regular B4 store might drop their price on their second-hand market. So anyway guys, that's it for today. I guess I'll see you guys at the G1 for those of you who are Singaporeans and Malaysians who are living here in Singapore and are attending here in Singapore because you have PR here, or for those of you who are in my Malaysian friends who are going back to KL to play your Malaysia G1 and are playing this week. All the best for you guys. I wish you all the luck, everyone who is watching my channel, especially for those of you who are participating in G1. All the best of luck, and yeah, I'll see you guys there, and hopefully we have some fun times together. Until then, mata ne.